I don't have to work as hard anymore.
Right, just to get complacent. Right.
Get complacent. And that happens in particularly I see this with men and their jobs.
Totally.
Oh, I got to vice president, or I got the CEO, or I got to this place, and then they start chilling a little bit because they can coast on this nice salary now, whatever.
Totally.
And so that temptation bleeds in every part of our lives is, we've gotten to a certain situation where I know I can start coasting a little bit. So the temptation there. So you definitely, like, if there's a spiritual connection to that, there's a spiritual problem there, then you need to confess it and deal with it. And one of the books that I constantly go back to is really, Nate's book, Death by Living. It's very helpful in this area, where Nate's thesis is basically, and of course he's a really good writer in all this, but his thesis is basically, live your life in such a way that by the time God takes you, you have nothing left to spend in your body. And I think that a category, because Christ called us to die, he called us to live and die into him, and he called us to pick up our cross and follow him. So we're constant. So we need to, and the parable of the talents is really helpful here. The one guy in the parable that got judged by Christ, got rebuked by the master, was the one guy who took his talent and buried it in the backyard and made nothing on it.
Right.
He still kept the talent. He didn't do anything with it. So I think in the same way, we want to live our lives in such a way where everything we're doing is we're not burying that talent in the backyard, and we're spending it to God's glory as best we can. And your body should be lived that way. So that's just kind of a human temptation to get married, or finally I got my spouse.
Yeah, right.
I can relax.
I'm just gonna
I can chill now.
Exactly.